Welcome back to episode 4 of Terminal 1 Gameplay. My name is Spartika, and thank you for being here. We are currently playing through and trying to build an airport. Basically, it's an airport tycoon game, airport simulated game. And we are now in episode 4. This is day 47. We've got $126 in the bank. Not great. Not great. We've got a high impact of carbon, which I'm not really that focused on that right now. We are trying to stockpile money. That is the goal. We need to gain more money so that we can add more buildings. Currently, with our finance situation, this is our loan situation. We do not owe any money, which is fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and get moving on this game. We got a new day to start here, and super excited. Got some activity going. Looks like we have got 3 maintenance flights already in. Let's take a look at these flights here. Look at this, already filling up. 243, 200, 243, 300, 275, 300, 250. Day. Again, stockpiling the most important thing for today. All right, so we got a plane halted here. We got no problems. It looks like. Oh, we do have a plane stuck. Who's this? Is this guy right here?
Wheels up in just a moment.
I don't know who that is. Maintenance.
Load secure. No one else holding us back.
I guess he's not stuck. Well, that sure does get loud when you get close to those engines, huh? I don't know. I don't know how he got stuck earlier. He's gonna kill our time though. It's probably. Oh, he got a 94. That's actually not that bad. Let me lower the some of the game sounds here, so it's not too bad. There we go. All right. As you can see, we got some good money coming in already. By noon, we're up decent money. 11:30. $2,000. So we're going to want to build a passenger airport soon enough, but for the moment we have a negative carbon here, and I don't know. It's annoyingly loud. Operating costs, solar farm, those credits could probably help us get another oh, it's 25 credits. Let's see what else. So $3,000. $3,000. That's good. What do we got here? We can get an advanced ATC. That's going to give us more aircraft to operate in the airport simultaneously, which we are getting close to our max limit there, looks like. Early exit. Fuel contracts. Let's see what we got going on with policies. Emissions from buildings and terminals are reduced by 20%, but operating, I don't want to increase operating costs. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. That button moved over. It used to be directly underneath it. So probably, so the one thing that worries me is I could definitely add more maintenance hangars up here, but I do worry. Yeah, let me get some food trucks here. Also tugs. Make sure we're servicing all these people efficiently. And I would imagine I would need to add, I think I'm going to add a road here. I was thinking about this the other day, that if I actually add roads that are closer to the runway, closer to the service buildings, I mean, they can't come in through the back, but by adding a roadway here, let me move this in and show you. By adding a roadway inside of here, it will eliminate some travel time, because right now the vehicles go up and over, and in this case they will come down and over. Plus, I could also run a roadway this way, and put an access point over here, which I think I'm going to do. See, they would be able to come out of here, and then they would also be able to come down and access that there. See if anybody goes that way now. Nobody yet. Still nobody. In the 90s, that's good. Cargo service demand is really high on that. I wonder if I could put, no, too close. Too close. I also was thinking about staggering runways. All right, moving on to the next day. We are at day 48. Let's take a look at our stats real quick. Let me pause this. Take a look at these statistics. Look at this, climbing back up there in revenue. Look at our asset value is now 53,000 if we were to sell the airport. Look at these service ratings, just jacked up into the 90s, back up again. And then the flights, it's like 19 and 25. 19 and 25. So what are we gonna do? I mean, we need to increase that. I guess maybe we should try to get the money first to increase, to do the advanced ATC, which is 5,000. I guess I could take a loan for that and do that right away. How much am I going to be making per day? I'm at all zeros right now. This is day 48, and I'm at complete zeros. So now, one thing I realized too is that every dollar you spend in maintenance, so for instance, operating costs on a road, it costs you $10 to install a road, but it's $1 a day. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but if I start deleting some of these roadways that aren't being used, that's $10-15 per day I'm recouping. And just looking at where things are connected and how they're connected, like there could be, I don't know, maybe there's $100. I mean, that's $100 in gameplay money, right? Like, all right. Well, let's see. Let's see where we're gonna be here financially. Bringing in some stuff. Let's see if we can get that $5,000 so that we don't have to take out a loan. Obviously, we could take out a loan, and that would help things. But I don't know how keen I am on borrowing. If we're in a really good position now with the airport financially. So without being in debt, I mean, we may have to borrow to expand rapidly, but without being in debt, we can let the game play through for a few hours and then, you know, try to generate the revenue to buy the things that we need to buy. So we started the day with 1,700. We're already at 4,000. And we're not half a day in yet. So let's just see where, if we can get up to 5,000. I don't know if we can get there, but that's 4,200. It's popping back and forth between 3,700 and 4,200. There's 45. That's our highest for the day. We're keeping an eye on the top up here. No issues with planes right now. Taxiing, nobody getting stuck. 4,700. Well, we might be able to get to 5,000 if we can get there. Well, we just missed that 5,000 mark. Just came so fast. 47. 5,000. Got it. Got it. Oops. Boom. Allows more aircraft. Now I gotta build it, right? Do I have to build it? Nope, that's already built. No, it's already built. Oh yeah, it jumped it to 25. That's what it did. Look at that. Now I have more than, now I have 15. I want to see if I need more follow me cars here. Where are the follow me cars? Oh, they come from the runways. Yeah, we only have 3. So another runway, we'd get another 3 follow me cars. That would be helpful probably. Looks like we got a bit of a traffic jam. Oh, because now we have more. Yeah, now we have more vehicles, more planes coming in. So we're gonna need that 3rd runway. I'm gonna probably, like, as soon as I get, what is that, 1,800? Yeah. As soon as I get 1,800, we'll crank out another runway here. Service rates took a hit today, probably. Yeah, 80s and low 90s. That's because they got log jammed right on the runway there. So a 3rd runway set up properly, if I can figure that out, would be super beneficial. we're gonna get a lot of flights coming in. There's a lot of activity moving around. This is day 49. Need 1,800 to get that third runway. The other thing I'm going to want to do, I think, is... Well, I'm going to leave those runway lights there. I'll end up deleting this. And I'm going to stagger it. I might have to move that. I'm going to stagger that runway so that the takeoff is more... Actually, I'm going to probably make... So I can't make that a takeoff. I can't make this third one out here a takeoff at all because it's going to cause problems with planes coming from this side who want to use that third runway for takeoff. So I'll probably do that as landing only. And then I'll make this takeoff only. And then this one takeoff and landing. Actually, if I make this landing only, there might be an issue with this. Because how would a plane landing on this third runway get over here? There's my 1,800. Let me think about that for a second. So if I put the runway here, I actually don't even have enough to put the taxiway back in. What I was thinking was staggering it. But it does look like if I stagger it, that on the left side I might be able to still cross, and on the right side it might be able to. No, that's not going to work. That is, that's unfortunate. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. So I'm probably going to have to put it up here. I don't know how much land I own up here. There's the line. Oh, I got plenty of land up here. All right. I can at least probably put one up here and start running airplanes up there, I guess, for all these. That's not what I was... It's getting complicated because I put all these hangars in here. So because I didn't leave myself enough space for additional taxiways. I guess I thought I did. But obviously I'm up against the edge over here, which honestly, if I spent money and bought this piece of property, I would then have to extend this access road out. But I could run a taxiway, a series of taxiways around the backside of this. I don't know. I could also put the runway up here so that this taxiway... But this is a I think this is a one-way only taxiway, yeah. Well, I could spin this off, come up here and do another runway there. But all these planes going down, they can only go that way. And these planes can only go this way. So really what I need to do is put a runway here. Because if the planes... Oh, this is a hot mess. I didn't realize how bad I did this. Now that I think about it. So I've got all the... So here's the issue. The issue is I've got all these one-way taxiways, which are great for flow. But they're not great for directional usage of additional runways. And I'm trying to think, how do I get planes? So planes are coming this way because they come out of these aprons. They come out of these things and they come down here. If it's these two, they come here and down. If it's these two, they come over and down. If it's any of these aprons, they enter from the back and they come down. And all of these planes come out here. So, actually, now that I think about it, if I bought this piece of land, I could delete this runway and move it to the right some. Then I could put an access point here across to the runway. That means that any plane on this apron or any of these planes would be able to go out this runway that starts here and goes over here. And any of these would leave off of this runway that I would run to. But yet any plane coming in would still have access because this plane... If I moved it, I could only move it 2 spots. I could only move it 2 spots, or I would delete this and move it out 1. Then any plane coming, yeah, there's some rework I got to do. So let's see what's going on here. What's going on with our flight stats? We got this guy. He's way parked at the apron. What's going on with him?
Start prepping for offload.
Somebody's stuck.
Start prepping for offload.
Oh, he's waiting on cargo, which is here. Unless he's waiting on a different vehicle. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do some rework here. I think we're going to have to spend some money, probably go into debt. This tax is killing us. Maybe we need to hire somebody to lower the tax on our gross profit. I know that if we do that, hold on, let me pause it. So executive staff, okay, taxes reduced by 7%. I mean, 7% of... $10% would be $410. 5% would be $205. 7% of 4152. See, that doesn't make a lot of sense. It's $470. He's not going to lower my amount by that much, unfortunately. We don't have any retail right now. We're not doing fuel contracts. So these markups don't matter, but the dollars matter. $8 for every aircraft, but if we're only seeing 50 aircrafts, that's $500 a day. Well, less than $500 a day. You're not making but $100 and some dollars over hiring this person. So that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Yeah, hiring any of these people doesn't quite seem to make a lot of sense. I don't really know, unless I'm doing the math wrong. Unless I'm doing the math wrong. Still got nothing going on there. Transporter loading at 100, 0%. This guy's still stuck. Try the pause trick a couple times and see if it's gonna go. It eventually will go, but all right, that's all the inbound flights for the day because nothing comes in after 1800 hours, which we're now at 2000. So the issue we've got is this plane just sitting here. And I don't really know.
Start prepping for offload.
Oh, there we go. It's finally moving. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go next day. We just hit the next day. Now I'm gonna do these runway upgrades so that we can start taking advantage of more flights. And I'm probably gonna add some more. So let's what we need to do. Okay. I'm gonna go back here. We are gonna borrow money. Right now we're just gonna borrow 5,000. Actually, I don't think that's enough. Because to buy land. Oh no. Let's see where it gets us. Still only 4,000, but so we are gonna buy this land right here. Okay. Now that we've done that, we need to put. Maybe I can just leave these runways. Think about that. So I don't have to delete that. And I'm gonna put him. Oh boy, decisions. If I put that there, it still allows them to go across on the bottom to take off. If I put it out here, they would only be able to take off. Okay, that's fine. The planes up top would be able to take off and any plane would be able to land. Which means I can turn the two bottom ones into at least one of the bottom ones into takeoff only. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. You know, so can't make that road a one-way road, but they're coming out. Well, I would just cut the taxiway off is what I would do, because they'd go down the back. They'd go down the back here for the taxiway. But if they came out, they'd have to come this way or this way. Oh yeah, you could do that. That's fine. Put it here, because then 3 of them go straight out to that end unit. Or if I put it here, what would it look like? Yeah, let's do that. Because then that would cover all 4 coming straight, and then another 4 could go down. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a runway in. I mean taxiway. So we're going to go here. Then we're going to come down. Okay. Oops, that was a road. No, that's fine. Oh no, I gotta fix that. Oh wait, why did I do that? I don't need that. These are not aprons. Aprons come in the back and leave from the front. We don't want all that garbage. Before I do anything, so this is going to be, no, this can't be landing only. It has to be landing and takeoff, because these guys have to be able to take off. Oh, unless, no. We're going to run this here. And this here. And those are connected. That's fine. And then we are going to make this. This one's going to be landing only. Okay. The lights are on. Now I do have to run, I'm going to need more money here. I'm going to take this 10,000, pay down the 5, and I need to run a taxiway because this is landing only. So all types of planes are going to come in here, and they need to be able to come over to both of these. So I need to move this. actually, I'm going to put it. Put it there. I need another one. There. Taxiway. Now I need to do one-way taxiway. So these are all need to be one way. So this needs to be, yeah, that's what you want. And this needs to be one way. Okay. That's already one way. That's already one way now. Okay. So now we have those. We can also add oh yeah, these flight checks. So the issue with the flight checks on this side was that they couldn't really, I mean, they take probably too long to get to the other side. That's why they buy them. This one we need follow me vehicles for this one. So we'll have 9 follow me vehicles out, which is supposedly helpful. Fuel trucks, tug depots. Okay, maybe I should, let's get another hangar going in here. A few hangars. Okay, out of money there. Serviceable trucks and stuff will come this way. I think that's good now. Let's see where things go. Let's see. Why do I have these blue circles? Oh, there you go. All right, let's get some money in and see. Let's see how the runways are flowing now. This one is landing and takeoff, landing and takeoff. By the way, I want to make sure that they can't turn down here. Yeah, they cannot turn down there. So if a plane, actually, yeah. If a plane is coming in on this runway, it's going over here. If it's landing on this runway, it's going over here, because there's no way it can get. Oh no, these bring them over. Yep. We've got 11 in the queue right now. Service rating of 100. Going to the runway, that's going to hit 100. Yep, 100. I think we need to pick up some flight check vehicles. And then we're going to want to increase the range. Pretty high. Same with this one.
Parking brakes are set. Ground crew, you're clear to approach.
All right, so we picked up a bunch of flight vehicles on this, and looks like we've got quite the backup here. That was a low rating. Makes me wonder if that middle one needs to be takeoff only. Or maybe this one, landing and takeoff. Takeoff only. Yeah, let's do. That'll be takeoff only. Then there should not end up being a backup at all here. This will be landing and takeoff, and this will be landing. So we've got the takeoffs from here. The takeoffs from here that cross, and then landing here. These landing will come in this way. These landing will come in either way. I think I need to get a road. Is it better? I mean, I don't think I can put a road in here, can I? Let me see if it'll let me put a road in there. Oh, it will. Look at that. So now I've got a backup. Problematic backup. This is a problem. So this is because I've got this coming in here and they're crossing over. So that needs to eliminate that. they're stuck. And that's because they need to use the closest. That's that policy. For their departure. That changes that. Alright, let's see what happens. I don't know if it's going to free up or not. I got all this backup now. It's going to kill all my times.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Can't
Wheels up
abort.
in just a moment. Load secure. No EL holding us back.
Something's got to free up here, guys. This is stop. This is ridiculous. Like, come on. Come on. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 planes. 14. I have 16 in the airport and 14 are stuck. Oh my goodness. Nobody can get out. 15 are stuck. Now 16. Oh, what a hot mess. What a hot mess. Oh, this is something. Everybody wants to go to the same spot. Unbelievable. This guy wants to go into his parking gate, so that one, at least I'm not going to get a 0 service rating on him. Come on, break free. Break free. I'm going to have to do the workaround.
Flight MAG 238 arriving from London has landed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the workaround here. I don't see any way that that this is gonna free up. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, save the game. Load the game. Starts at 6 a.m. again. It was 1400. It was whatever, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So let me see if the policies. Yeah, we're good now. Which means I can put that runway back. Nope, I don't. I mean,
Cargo flight GG
sorry,
155 arriving from Seattle has landed.
Sometimes I get confused. I call the runways, I call the taxiways the runways. The one thing about a saved game is it doesn't save the game at the time in which you save it. It seems to restart at the beginning of that day, but with the current money that you have and the current policies and aircraft and all that stuff set up. So maybe I presume that's a bug, that when you save the game, if it's 5 p.m. in the evening, it should be 5 p.m. when you load that game to start playing again. So they'll probably get around to fixing that once somebody tells them about it.
6 hotels leave at 6,000 for 10,000.
All right, let's run this a little bit. See if we got any issues going on here. And also, I was working on getting flight check vehicles. They were running over here now. At least that's the plan. So I think get another one there. I like to make sure we're maxed out on all the vehicles at all the different locations that you can have vehicles at. These guys are all busy here. They probably need another. I probably need another cargo depot. Okay, so that's good. Admin building. I probably need more ramp supervisors. I only have 2 admin buildings. They're waiting on aircraft. Oh, they're parked. Oh, because this is a fuel depot. Oh, here's an admin building. Okay. So these are all guys are all busy. These guys are all busy. Fuel truck here. Alright. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling now. Making good money. Alright, let's see what's going on here. We've got a bunch of flights that are going down to take off and also moving into the we're moving a lot of things around here. I don't want to buy some more land because we're getting tight. Oh, I can buy the radar tower. Increase the limit? Oh, okay. I'll take that. $40 planes I can have now. 40 planes. It just went to 40 planes from 25. Oh, you can buy more radar towers? Wait, what? Oh, no, it's built. It says built. I'm like, I can buy more? Admin buildings. ATC towers built. The fire station is what you need to do a passenger terminal. Solar farm. Airport road entry. Fuel tank, fuel depot. Yeah, definitely going to want more fuel depot. Let's take a look at the policies. Nothing's changed here. Really. Yep, that's really what you're looking at is the next thing is going to be the passenger terminal once we get, I mean, you know, massive amounts of cargo and maintenance aircraft coming and going. It seems like that Runway has helped. Let's take a pause before we hit the next day here. We're going to get the next day option here any moment. No aircraft. Oh, there's the next day option. So I'm going to pause it. Before I go to the next day, I'm going to look at my numbers because it clears the numbers out. So we did more in aircraft maintenance, drastically more in aircraft maintenance than cargo. We had loan interest and we're paying back loans. We've got 60% on tax. I think I got to do some. I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that the tax has something to do with the carbon rating. It probably goes down the better carbon rating you have. I have a positive carbon rating at the moment, but during the day when all the aircraft are coming in, I don't have a great positive carbon rating. Construction, new vehicles, you see what we spent there, and we had a net profit. Now, what's interesting I want to look at is keep in mind that maintenance needs basically a fuel depot and a tug depot. Also believe it needs flight check services. Oh no, these are the flight check vehicles. It probably needs, well no, these aren't ramps, so I guess it wouldn't need that. So the maintenance on this, the operating cost is $169 a day, but on an airport it's $60 a day. It's $60 a day on an apron. I'm sorry, not an airport. An apron is $60 a day. Maintenance. The maintenance on this is $169 with 3 vehicles. So when you look at the fact that we made $8,000, we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 10. So we have 10 hangars. But only 7 aprons. So if I added 3 more aprons, we probably would be at even numbers. Except the challenge is the cargo, buildings. You need multiples of those for the aprons. Plus you gotta have flight check services for all the aprons. And you obviously gotta have fuel trucks. So it's probably a wash. They take up a little bit less space, but when you factor in all the cargo stuff, they take up more space. So I think I'm going to run maintenance right down here. That's what's going to happen. We're going to run maintenance down that row. We'll put a gap in for service, although the trucks don't. I haven't seen any maintenance vehicles come down this road. Oh no, there he is, right there. And he went in that way, and then they're coming down this way. Okay, yep. So I'll put in another maintenance road as well. Let's take a look at our finance, see how much we still owe on our loan. We still owe $8,400, paying off $1,400 a day. See our service ratings. So somebody was a little slow there. Hold on, what's going on here? He got a 73. This guy's going to the runway. LGG to LGW. I don't know.
Let's keep the checklist tight and comms clear.
Look at this one's got. Oh, so this is the top one. H2 632. And the reason I know that is the elapsed time is 2:06 with a 73. So that's him. Brussels to Brussels. If you hover over it, you can see it's Citybird, Brussels to Brussels. And down here, it's Brussels to Brussels. So then the next one is this one.
Let's run the pre-takeoff checklist.
Oh yeah, he's right behind. He's right behind the Brussels. Right.
Let's run the pre-takeoff checklist.
Now, what you can do is you can look and see where he came from. Oh, wait. Oh, he came from a maintenance hangar. Yeah. So he probably got backed up behind somebody on that taxiway in the front here. He probably got backed up here on somebody, or even potentially here. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, we got a guy in the hangar now. Let's see what happens with him. He's coming out here. Down that runway. Down the front. And this is him right here. Let's see what his service time is.
Let's run the pre-takeoff
Yeah,
checklist.
139. You can see it in the lower right. That's not bad at all. I think their maintenance window is 2.5 minutes according to that. So it's pretty good. 96 service rating. Oh, it's a 144. So, and again, that's probably because he's making turns. And if he gets blocked up behind any other airplane similar to this, it's going to be a problem. These guys.
Wheels up in just a moment. Let's run the pre-takeoff checklist. Load secure.
These are all really good because their travel time from these hangars over here is so short. The distance is so short that they can sit here and wait. That's not a big deal because they'll all probably take off within their allotted time frame. Yeah, all 100%. Yeah. So what we got here, got two planes just landed on here and they're crossing over. This guy's going to go to apron 7. This guy's going to go to apron 3. And then you had a guy take off right behind him. Another takeoff right behind him. You got here. Okay. So again, this long taxiway of this taxiway here of this runway coming in, it benefits us because the times don't count, right? I mean, so theoretically, if I wanted to, I could run this taxiway up and over and down like a S curve, and they would just keep working their way through here, and it would elongate times, and they wouldn't end up stacking so much, probably. But I don't know. That's an interesting test I'll have to run sometime. I think I have more issues over here, you know, which actually brings me to an idea. What if I made a crazy taxiway like this, right? And then I delete that. And oh, you know what that's gonna do? That's gonna make these two guys, gonna make them longer to get to the oh no, we do this. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Yeah. And now they'll come all the way down. The maintenance guys will come all the way down. We still need this so that they can go up. Nope, we don't need that now. So these guys will come in here, do service, and come all the way down and go straight out. Anybody on an apron will come in this way. Nope, they'll come down in the back, and when they leave, this way. Well, I don't want to do that. I mean, I think that would be fun. Actually, we'll just do it to watch them, and then I'll fix it because we want them quicker going out. But it's just kind of, oh, these guys, no, yeah, that's not going to work, because then these maintenance guys can't get there quick. It's just going to take them longer, which we don't want that. So let's just undo this. That was a good idea when I last did. It was a little fun idea, but not going to work. We're just going to put that here. So now what we've got, yeah, here's a plane coming out. Oh, no. Why is he going that way? Oh, he's not. That's somebody else? Wait, what? Oh, that's... Who's this? What?
Ground, we are ready to taxi.
To where? Exiting hangar. He can't go that way. Oh yeah, no. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. Okay, he's coming in. He's going out, 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 out. He's going in there, down there, down there, down there, there. No, this is working out great. He had come in here and now he's going. Yeah. The numbers are gonna start looking good. All right, now one thing we may do, which I think we need more of, let me put an airport entry road right here. Put a road to connect them that gets like other, you know, staff vehicles in and things like that. That's issue 1. And then thinking about, yeah, I never reconnected the airport entry over here. So that's important because it just gives you extra staff buses and whatnot. So let's see, airport entry. And then roadway straight shot. Okay. I think that is pretty good. We've got some stuff going on. Exciting, exciting. Well, that's we're gonna make it to the end of the day today, 7 p.m. day 51. Got a decent net profit, some money in the bank. I want to thank you all for joining me on this episode of Terminal 1. Again, my name is Spartika. I hope that you will subscribe and like the video. It costs you nothing, but it helps us out in the algorithm. We're going to come back in episode 5 with a new day in front of us. It is going to be day 52 when we are back on the next episode. Until then, take care and enjoy the day.